Welcome back. Well, tonight we're tackling a critical issue that has taken social media by storm: AI-generated misinformation and its ethical implications. Now, earlier today, a fraudulent video was widely circulated on Facebook, WhatsApp, and other platforms. And this video falsely implicated myself as the presenter of the Daily Roundup and the president of Namibia, as well as the NBC, in promoting an investment scam. This is a scam. Just to clarify, the national broadcaster has issued an urgent public alert to warn Namibians not to fall for it. This incident raises a bigger conversation about the power of artificial intelligence, how it can be used for innovation and progress, but also how it can be weaponized to spread misinformation, mislead the public, and exploit unsuspecting individuals. To help us unpack this, I'm now joined by Mr. Alexander Morad, all the way from Sweden, an AI expert who was recently in Namibia teaching us about AI and how to monetize it. Tonight we'll be discussing AI and ethics, how to use this powerful tool responsibly, how to detect AI-generated misinformation, and also what safeguards we need to put in place. Alexander, good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Alexander, let's get right into it. And I've shared with you, of course, the scam alert video that has been going around. AI-generated deepfakes are becoming more convincing. So to start with, how do these scams work, and talk to us about how they're created?
So yeah, basically they train it upon the data that exists. So if there's videos of you, videos of people talking, like there's a lot of videos of me talking as well, they can put that into a tool. You can use HeyGen, you can use, maybe I shouldn't teach people which tools, but you can use different tools, and you put that in, and then it gets trained on it, and then you can literally just write any message that you want it to say, and it will, unfortunately, it will say it.
Well, in today's case, as you saw, my image and voice, as well as those of the Namibian president, was manipulated. So how sophisticated has this technology really become?
No, it's become super sophisticated. Now, when I was watching it, I could actually tell that it was AI, but it has even become more sophisticated, where you can practically not tell if it's AI or not. It's now on that video, I think the biggest giveaway was the voice and the way it was people was pausing, and the emphasis and the tonations. But they're all sophisticated enough where it's impossible to tell.
Well, AI, as we both know, is an absolutely incredible tool for innovation. But of course, when misused, it can cause serious harm. So where do we draw the ethical line with, AI-generated content?
Well, I think, I mean, the ethical line is that we should never generate any images or videos without consent. I mean, that's the rule number one in anything. But unfortunately, like any tool, any weapon, anything that is created, any innovation, there will always be people who seek to harm, and they will use it to do bad, right? It was same thing when emails was something new on the internet. Immediately there were some people using emails to send scam, pretending to be people that they weren't, and a lot of people fell for that when it was new. So we are in a, what I call a transition phase into a new era of technology, and the people that will get scammed are the ones who are not informed about this tool. Like if you didn't know it exists, you didn't know how it worked, it's easier to get fooled, which is also one of the reasons why I did my tour, where I'm visiting countries that doesn't get visited, to talk about AI, to inform people about how it works. So you're not, it's equally prone to actually believe it when you see something that might be fake.
Alexander, is there responsibility that lies with AI developers and social media platforms, in helping to prevent the spread of AI-driven misinformation?
I mean, I think logically we would like for it to be, but realistically there isn't. At the end of the day, it's as any tools. It's not the one who creates the guns that get accused for people using it to shoot someone, right? And unfortunately, we as human beings need to take accountability and responsibility for the crimes we commit, and the people that are doing these deep fakes. if anything, we should try to support our jurisdiction in trying to find how can we find the original where it came from, who did it, and what kind of laws do we put on them? Like, is this how much prison time do they get for making something this outrageous? And does the content of the deepfake differs? Like, how I think we don't even have jurisdiction for that in the world. So I think that should be a focus. But unfortunately, the tool was just created, and I don't think we can blame the creators for it.
Yeah. You just mentioned earlier, of course, that the things that you picked up to be able to tell that it was obviously AI, but not everybody, would have such a keen eye. So how can the ordinary person tell the difference between real and AI-generated videos?
I think the more you use AI, that's also why it's so important. When I come and talk about it, like the more you use it, the more you understand it. Like, I can literally read any text, and I will be able to see if it's AI because I spent so much time talking to it. It's just in here for some reason. I think the one thing is to look for the voice, how it pronounces the different words, the speed, the emphasis. But even those things, like real good AI, it's so hard to know. So I think what we need to develop as human beings is the ability to have much stronger critical thinking. If we see something that might be weird, that might not sound correctly, that might, like, the message doesn't seem like something the president would say or something that you would say, I think that our immediate instinct should be to double check if this is actually true before we share something. We need to have some accountability in how we, as consumers, also believe what we see.
Aside of that, Alexander, are there any tools, available to the public to help verify whether content is genuine? Sort of, put it into, I suppose, another app to check if it's AI generated.
I wish. I think whoever creates that tool is going to be equally rich as whoever created the antivirus when the internet came. But right now there isn't. There are tools claiming that you can put in a text and it will tell you if it's AI or not, but it's never really that accurate. Unfortunately, there are also tools that does it with video, but it's like I've put in videos that isn't AI, which it says it is, right? So it's not really accurate. So I wouldn't recommend any because it could create more damage than it could do good.
So how do we prevent ourselves from falling victim to these risks? You mentioned, of course, learning more about AI, understanding AI is a great starting point.
Yeah. No, I think that is the main thing is knowledge. Knowledge is a great way to control the narrative, but otherwise, like, I'm, unfortunately, people will always be doing bad things. There is really no actual ways to prevent that as of today.
Well, of course, you did mention that you were here in Namibia earlier this year to teach people about AI and, lots of different aspects about it and also how to monetize it. I know that you have a second leg of your African tour coming up. So talk to us about that and how plans are coming along.
Oh no, yeah, it's great, and I just have to say, like, I really loved Namibia, and anyone who saw the vlog I posted about it on YouTube knows my passion for Namibia as well. I can't wait to come back to Namibia one day and revisit. But for the second leg, it's going to be Ethiopia, then I'm going to Kenya, and from that we're moving to Zanzibar, then to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, and then we're going to Rwanda, and we'll finish up in Nigeria. So it's going to be an intense tour this time, but we've learned a lot from the first one, and I'm super excited to visit these countries.
Well, we hope we get a chance to check in with you while you're touring. Thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for joining us, Alexander.
Thank you so much, and good luck.
Well, that was Alexander Morad, AI expert, speaking to us there. We'll be back after this very brief break. Do stay with us.